So for the tutorial, you want to own a salvage ship. I own the Drake Vulture, which is an excellent money printer. It has a ramp access where you store your cargo.
It is a beauty of a ship. Just make sure you refuel, repair, and make sure you got all sorts restocked if you need some ammunition or whatnot. Turn your ship thrusters on.
And we are going to be going We're gonna be going over to, I believe it's MiG 1 or RL1.
Bye, and thank you for visiting.
Open the map, set location.
We need to reach 12,000 feet of altitude so that we are in orbit or out of orbit.
Now press the B button to turn quantum mode on, let it spool, and off you go. With the magic of editing, here we are. Now, what you see in front of you guys is the space station. You want to look around for these asteroid fields where you can see a bunch of asteroids like this. And then what I recommend you guys is fly towards the station and then past it. The station at MiG 1 or ARL1 has got like this sort of landing strip lights. You follow those lights and then start scanning. If you see, I am constantly scanning. Just making sure that these clusters of either asteroids or panels appear. The best salvage is panels, in my opinion. Yeah, it takes a tiny bit longer to find. By the way, that's my ship, the outside. Let me turn the lights on. Beautiful. All right, let's go back into first person. As I was saying, the best stuff to look for is panels. They're free, they don't cost you no money. It's pretty much like making money out of thin air. Once you know what you're doing, you know what I mean, you can find these panels pretty quick. They used to be very notorious. I'm opening up the map to have a look and see how far away I'm from the station, and sometimes this works, guys. It makes the panels and the signals start to spawn. Let's see, so there's a station to the left. See, so I'm quite far, a decent length away from the station. And you see there to my top right?
There we go. And that right there, boys, that's what you want to be seeing. 10,000 at the very top. And to get into this view mode, you just have to hit the V. And then you want to go and rescan that.
If you are wondering, I'm having to do a voiceover, guys, because there was something funky happening with my audio, so I do apologize for this. New mic, gotta get used to the settings, but I've got it all down now for the next video. It should be smooth audio. Anyways, you want to look for a 10,000, well 2,000 or multiple of 2,000. If you see anything like 1,000 and something, if it's not 2,000 to the dot or multiples of that, then it's going to be asteroids, which give all a bunch of funky readings. As you can see, we found our panels. We're going to be approaching those panels nice and gently, scanning, and making sure we get close enough. Here we go.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7.
Haha, that's a little joke. 6, 7, 6, 7. Right, I'm joking, guys. Yeah, so back in the day, it was notorious that the panels never spawned, all of them at once. That's been fixed since then. It's been over like a year and a half to almost 2 years since I've played Star Citizen, so I'm also getting used to the new alpha patch. Now you wanna get your lasers out. You hit M on the keyboard for mining or salvage mode. That will put you into this mode with the lasers out. And then you want to get as close as you can.
And then once you identify your surface area, you can start by effectively mining. These are free.
With the magic of editing, I'm gonna speed this up so you guys got a general idea of what salvaging looks like. So you pretty much, I love going through each individual little section on the panel and salvaging all of it. It makes my trip worthwhile. The mechanics, I kinda do like the fact that the power, you know, you need actual upgrades now. So I have some upgrades on my trip. On this trip right now, I have 2 upgraded power plants to give me more power. Makes my laser more stable, and I pretty much have got more power for my shields in case, you know, I find someone that wants to shoot at me or something along them ways. But if you can see here, I was so excited doing the tutorial that I forgot to switch my engine power to 1 bar and switch off my shields, because the more things you've got on, the higher RM signal you give. That's your electricity signal that other ships pick up. So for the radar. As you can see there, guys, these square panels are the best ones to find. And we are full. Always keep an eye out on your depot bar.
Once your depot reaches full, you want to get out.
As I was saying, you want to keep an eye out for that panel. Make sure when it's full, you stop. And then you want to make your way towards the back end of it. This is the first time I've seen this whole thing to do with the fire and engineering update. So I picked up my fire hydrant thinking, you know, I needed to put these out, but nothing happened. I think it's because I stayed in one location and I didn't have upgraded coolers for the new power plant. So do keep that in mind. If you get higher output power plants, don't be running a bunch of things at the same time. I realize.
You want to take the auto eject and you want to start ejecting.
I realized actually the fire hydrant isn't doing anything. I'm not actually on fire. I was overheating, so I eventually go back into the cabin. I switch some of the units down and turn the shields off, just in hopes that the coolers can keep up with the heat being dissipated from the ship.
And that's 13 boxes.
So now I'm back, guys, to my cabin. I came back to turn off the shields, the extra power to the engine, because with this new update, it's crazy, but I do kind of love it. Don't get me wrong, like we didn't have this before. There you see, I just continue to salvage the rest of the panel. As I was saying, these square panels are the best to find. They have the most amount of RCM to salvage from, and as you can see, they will fill up your depot quite quick. Also, if you weren't able to tell, the Vulture has two salvaging modes. It has the scraper heads attached to the engine, so they will move along with the engine, or you can press G on the keyboard to move them individually. That is the fastest and best way to salvage. I am full again. As you can see, I've put 13 boxes, and now I'm going to continue to eject a few to fill out the rest. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, because once I moved that last one, another one popped out, so that makes it a total of 23 boxes that you can hold in your cargo, so that makes it very efficient. You see there, when I'm moving between salvage fields, I increase the power. As soon as I get close enough, I lower my power back down, which is something that wasn't a problem before, but now it's something you might want to keep in mind. Now I'm going to carry on filling the rest of the salvage station until I hit 13 again, so that will make it a total of 37 SU boxes in one trip. Makes it so good, guys. It's going to be about 185k if you sell for 5,000, which is what I'm doing at the moment because I am based in New Babbage. So coming to Mick 1 is my next door neighbor. By Mick 1 I meant ARL1. So the trip is very efficient. You also want to invest some money and get yourselves a quantum drive. I recommend the Atlas grade A civilian for an industrial ship this size. It's the best in saving fuel and speed, pretty much. Spooling times, you will also feel that it pretty much increases your amount of money per hour. As you can see, we also have three types of panels. We have this small panel, which can be salvaged fairly quick. I don't need to fast forward this for you guys to see. Very easy. There is a small one like this. There is a triangle-y looking one, which is the second biggest one, and then there's the square one. You have to constantly adjust yourself a little bit better so you can salvage every little bit of the panel. And then don't forget to hit the G to switch into gimbal mode so you can move your scraper heads independently from the ship. So as I was saying, yep, there's three sizes of panels you can find. This small one gives you near enough one to 1.5 boxes. The medium one, yeah, this one gives you about 2 to 3. As you could see there, guys, that was an asteroid field. It was giving me uneven numbers, and that one's giving me an 8,000 reading. This one had two small panels, I believe a square one and a triangular looking one. So I'm pretty close to being full. If you can see to the right there, my depot. So I wasn't able to salvage all of these panels, but not bad. I had to move in between 3 fields. The first one was a 8,000 reading, that gave me 7 panels. The next one gave me 4 panels, and then the third one gave me another 4 panels. This is the best panel to find, the square one, and I believe with this one I don't even finish harvesting it all and I'm full. So now I just gotta pull my map up, set location, sort out my engine, my shields, and pull up the map and get ready to go to New Babbage to sell this. I will be doing a more in-depth tutorial, guys. Just leave in the comments and let me know what you would like to see next. I believe the best starter ship to have is, if you want to make money, the Drake Vulture. If you want to explore, the CO Nomad, and a small little fighter, the Drake Buccaneer. I own these 3 ships outright. I purchased them, so I own the Nomad, the Drake Vulture, and the Drake Buccaneer. So I have a full fleet. One is my money printer, the other one is my explorer slash transport wagon, and the other one is my small little fighter. Here we go, guys. You want to land. Happy days. You want to get out of the cockpit and make your way towards the back of the ship, open the ramp, and then from there it's pretty straightforward. You want to start moving all of your boxes into the freight elevator, and you want to send those down into your local inventory. So as you can see here, with the magic of editing, I've sped this up, but I'll show you guys when I get to the freight elevator panel how many boxes in total from one trip.
Says 0 of 13.
And basically, don't forget.
And as you can see there, that's 37 SU crates with 1 trip. And we're gonna send that down.
As I was saying, don't forget, guys, about your printer. As you have 23 boxes in storage. No, pardon, 24 boxes in the back of the Vulture, and then you got 13 more to be printed out. So when you land, you want to pull out the 24 boxes that you stacked in the back of your Vulture, and then print out the other 13. That gives you a total of 37 in one trip. As you can see here, I'm a bit hungry, so I had some food, had something to drink as well. And then please don't be one of those players that just chucks these bottles everywhere. There are bins provided in every city. You just want to put that in the bin. I do apologize for that, guys. Now we are going to make our way towards the commons area, as you can see here.
We want to go to the commons area to the left.
I said to the left, I meant to the right. That is where we will find the TDD. That is where we do our trade. Yes, there's some more profitable stations and locations in Star Citizen. But because I want to make money to get the upgrades for my ships, so then I can actually start to move more effectively around the star system.
The promenade, not there. You want to go to the plaza. Yeah, the plaza.
Then that's why I'm selling them just here. I could go to the Pyro star system and sell them there, but with the Vulture at the state I've got, I wouldn't even dare doing that.
Drake development and division to sell your commodities. And then you want to access this panel here. Click F.
Got word there's been some commotion in the next sector.
You want to select your location. See first, so we're gonna go with New Babbage. And then we want to look for what's in the man tab. So you got no demand, nothing is in the. You got cannot sell, which is stuff that I have here. These Pambu 9 units. They're all gonna be like 1 SU. You want to look for the in demand tab and open that. Scroll down until you find recycled material.
Good shit
and
so
the
far.
price at the moment is 5,057
I'm gonna need a
per
cleanup
K.
crew dispatched.
So if we click this, we have 37 SCU here, a total, and that's the total. that you will be selling for 187,000. So just a little above 185k for one run. That's one trip over there. ARL1. And then you sell that for 187. As you can see, I only have 1,049 USC, but when you sell, it will tell you the total again, the price is being sold for, and go ahead and confirm instantly. There you go. Order has been accepted, successful, and then there's our money for a long day's grind and work. And you can do a few of these trips, multiple of them. How to sell your goods in Star Citizen, RCM, print out money and make loads of money.
Alright guys, for those who made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. Hit the like and subscribe, and leave in the comments what you would like to see next.